The ATL is no stranger to extravagant concerts and shows. And based on the light show we've got going right now, things are heating up in Hotlanta tonight. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida Gators, taking on another team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Yellow Jackets will put toe to leather and will get started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Florida's offense will go on the attack first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses a defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Gators want to crank the tempo.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
Looking downfield, it's Nolan. Going deep. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Caught behind the line. It's Wilson. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And it'll be down right there. The Yellow Jackets offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Washington. Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Wilson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Dropping back, it's Nolan. The sure hands, it's Brown. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Daniels. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Gators will hustle to the line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Gators send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
Defense made a big stop. I think you're getting the offense the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to pass, it's Nolan. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. He's got it near midfield. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much.
Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
This defense was ready for go balls against this receiver at his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The Gators moving quickly to the line. Looking to pass, it's Nolan. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wilson. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Gators can really attack on this second and short. Off play action. Finds the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. The Gators are at the line looking to convert on third and short. It'll be a run on third and short. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, and go on to the next one.
Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Fires left. That's reeled in, it's Brown. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer, that's all spring, just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. He'll keep it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on third. He's got an open man. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Moulton. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. They'll try the run. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Gators want to pick up the tempo.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Milwin. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Brown. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the returner will be knocked down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Gets it out fast.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. Looks it in at the 40. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you can really get dangerous in this ball game.
To throw, it's Nolan. Got a man, it's Moulton. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Craver. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Offense lining up quickly. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Give to the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking downfield very late in the half. Quickly to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Creates a little space. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Atlanta. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the flats at Bobby Dodd Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Just about set to get this second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence. And
the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Finding an escape route. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Yellow Jackets will punt it away on fourth down. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. To the air, it's Nolan. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Oh, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Moulton. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's caught downfield. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Hold down after a pickup of 5, but they knock that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
these RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
The Gators have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So now it's second and long. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a crease, it's Daniels. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on an RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll go right back to him. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense.
Touchdown, Florida! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Handoff to the single running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Phillips. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
After that incompletion, fourth and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the fourth quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's got the back in the middle. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They're going to test the right side with this one. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up, and this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their fifth sack of the game.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And that is a backbreaker if you're on defense. On fourth down, the opponent's throwing for it. Not only do you give up the first down, but you give up an explosive play. And all of a sudden now, you're reeling a little bit defensively. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up second and 4.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarter.
Oh, he's got some space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
Well, momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Rides to back and leaves it. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football. And we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the first down. A few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Slithers into space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Nolan. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line.
That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more.
There he goes. He's at the 40. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking downfield on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking for space. It's Washington. And they'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a three-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just knowing, listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the fourth quarter.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Brown. Turning it on. Touchdown, Florida. Once he got some room, it was over.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Colorado is getting stomped. You could bring back any of the greats they've had there, Cordell Stewart or Rashaan Salaam. None of them would make a difference today. They're trailing by 18 to Iowa State. They'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Second down, they'll go to the air. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do.
Now, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
Complete out of the backfield. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll go with a direct snap. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Nolan. Unloads to the wideout. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Takes the pick back to the 32-yard line, and now this offense will be in business. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Listen, I love when my quarterback gets outside the pocket. I got an opportunity to make a huge play. But when it's not there, now I want him to make the simple play. Throw it away. Don't take the sack. Don't take the loss of yards plays.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels, not able